Okay, now I'm back. Anyhow, what was saying? Yes, there was something about Worgens. Anyhow, the Worgen got actually an interesting quest chain in the beginning because they actually are they play as the humans were before, and that's something I like. That's really
any friend of Greymane is a friend
yes,
of mine.
it was about Feral Worgens.
Watch your
first,
back.
okay. Well, anyhow, I go to Feral Worgens directly. If you ever been in Duskwood or something, then you can find Worgens who are unfriendly. If I can say like that. There we have the feral Worgens. The Worgens in Silverpine, they are not feral. They are like the standing, the Ghanaian front, or whatever they call them. They are fighting for. I think you could guess that. So.
For my people.
Then we got the environment. I mean, look at the city. Look how beautiful it is. Okay, not the horse. Wait here now. Look how beautiful it is. Look. Things like this could go so wrong. I like this place. I like it really much. If you ever roleplay, I want to roleplay somewhere that's good. If you're in a guild, of course. Then tell your guild to meet up in Gilneas. Gilneas is the most beautiful place you ever can roleplay in. That's a great tip. And it's also classified as a dead zone, because there are almost no role players. On Defias there are like a few guilds. The Greyman Resolve, I think, if they now still exist, and the Dreadhole Pack.
Ain't you a chipper looking one? What's your
Their
story?
place are.
Long live Greymane.
I myself am a mercenary in Blaze for Hire, but I don't need to mention that. I'm a great psycho.
Long live
psychopath. Well, anyhow, my characters often are actually from Gilneas. I prefer to have them from Gilneas. That makes it more fun. That's what I believe. Now I forgot to get my skill.
What can I do for you?
In the beginning, actually, there was a funny bug with the Worgens. They want to play Worgen Rogue, because if you, I think it was a combination when you had Sprint in, and then you put in Dark Flight, then you're like running faster than Mount. That was actually pretty funny. That was the most epic thing you could do in Battlegrounds. Actually, that was pretty funny. I mean, you go Wars and Gulch, capture the flag, then you go sprint, and then Dark Flight. If you got 100% sprint, then you put in Dark Flight. Gives, let's see how much it gives. Running Wild was that. Okay, I don't have it yet. I need to finish the quests. Anyhow, then you got like, I think it was 25% plus 125% fasting, or the faster you run. That was pretty funny actually. Anyhow, if you want to, I don't know, Worgens ain't so good when it comes to Battlegrounds. But they're pretty good as skinners because they got Flair that gives them plus in skinning. Now, anyhow, the Bloodfangs are, if you ever played Shadowfang Keep or played as Undead, you see that Crowley meets up with a guy named Ira Bloodfang. If you play in Shadowfang Keep, your quest giver as Alliance or Ira Bloodfang, pack leader of Bloodfang. He is the one actually who attacks Gilneas.
Glory to Gilneas.
You don't know that yet, but I don't know where he is, but he's somewhere in Silverpine by this time, fighting against the Forsakens. I don't know actually if this is before or during. I think it's during the vanilla. This is actually when you play as beginning of Worgen. They will have Lord Darius Crowley. Great rebel. That's all I can say. He's a great rebel. Right. anyhow, he's one of the great lore characters actually behind the Worgens, because he's the leader of the feral Worgens later, or the Galilean soldiers who became Worgens. He's the leader of them and the rebellions. Later, actually, he joins Greymane to fight together against the Forsaken. But I can't spoil it.
I need a hug.
The styles remind me of my character. That, with no eye. But this is the right eye. Anyhow, the Worgens are actually, my opinion is that the Worgens are the funniest race to play as roleplay when you roleplay. That's the funniest race you can roleplay as, because they're humans and not human on both sides. The only problem with to play as Galilean is that you need to be like this. You can't curse or anything like it. It's really annoying. So, but my character, he's like the character I usually roleplay. They're all against that roleplay shit, because okay, one of my characters, his father was from Worgen to play roleplaying, because, well, he curses pretty much. That's why. No, let's talk more killing.
We do what we must.
That's what I usually say.
That's still recharged. I don't have a target.
As you can see, I'm not good with hunters, so don't come and comment in QQ about I can't play hunter, because I don't play hunter. I prefer melee combat, or I don't like spellcasters so much. I prefer melee combat like paladin or paladin warrior. I can play priest also. I like to heal sometimes, and I prefer to play enchantment shaman than elemental. If you look at my other when I play on my dwarf Stenbullen, then you see that I'm not so good either with playing shaman, because